Alright then, we are back on Gran Turismo 3. I was going to play Forza 4, but I managed to corrupt my recording of that because Windows Movie Maker doesn't like it when you put in a file that's too big, which I can kind of understand. At the same time, a little bit more than a little bit annoying. Oh well, whatever. We can deal with that. I was also trying to do an F1 2010 video, but my commentary for that was beyond shit, so I'll have to work on that and come up with some sort of plan for trying to do things that aren't Gran Turismo, but we're doing Gran Turismo again because we have 200 grand. I just noticed from doing the endurance race twice. Still haven't got the F1 car, but got 200 grand, which is basically a small loan of $1 million in this game, which is an ancient meme. So, as someone who considers himself a meme connoisseur, really shouldn't be using old dead memes like a small loan of $1 million. Although we did meme Trump into being president, which is probably one of the best things 4chan has ever done. What we are going to do is do some of the races that I couldn't do when I was poor. But now that I'm not poor anymore, well, we don't have to worry about the races I couldn't do because now I can do them. So we're going to start out with buying the greatest Mustang ever, the Cobra R. We're going to pick up this. Yep. And we're going to do the US Car Cup races. Probably put a little bit of a tune on this car. We'll go for a nice exhaust. We'll get it up to like 400 horsepower almost. Yeah, exhaust, racing chip. Should probably try and give it a little bit better handling because it's a Mustang, and even though it is the Cobra R, the handling is probably not going to be that good. So what we'll do is deal with that. Put a couple of race car mods on it. That should be good enough. Only cost us 40 grand. And then we'll go and do Stars and Stripes, starting out in Seattle with our 400 horsepower Mustang, which should make this easy peasy. At least that's the plan. I don't know how easy peasy it's actually going to be. Probably not going to be that easy peasy at all. Okay, we're up against a Cobra, not a Cobra R, so we should be able to win against that, even though I'm not entirely sure what it is. No, I'm just kidding. I know what a Cobra is. It's the AC, right? Damn, if that's the AC, I mean the AC. Will it be the AC Cobra? Probably. It's probably the one they put in the Daytona. You know, that one. Anyway, 400 horsepower Mustang should easy peasily be able to beat the Viper. Yeah, it is. It's the AC Cobra. I didn't know that was in this game. Cool. I doubt we're ever going to get one of those. That car was in the Italian Job game as well. The old one. The really old one. It came on PS1 and PC. That I played on PC. Because I never had a PS1. Even if I did, probably wouldn't be worth trying to make a video of it. Maybe you could. I don't know if you could. You probably could. It was in, you could only have it in blue. It was a cool car. I can't remember what mission you got to drive it in. But I remember driving it in free roam a lot. No, I didn't really know what it was then. I knew what the Lamborghini Miura was when I had the Italian Job game, and that you could only drive in free ride. And I think a couple of the non-story missions, like the challenges. Yeah. It actually has some cool cars in it. You've got the original Mini as well. Assen DB5. That was a convertible though. E-Type Jag, that was a hardtop version, I think. No, it was the soft top, but the soft top was always up on the cars, obviously. I can't remember if you could drive a London Taxi or not. You might have been able to. I could never tell what the police car was supposed to be in that game. Like, at all. I had no idea. It didn't look... Then again, in the actual film, don't go down the pit lane by accident. That'd be bad. In the actual film, you don't see any police in England. You do in the game, though. There's police in, like, every mission. Actually, I think there's police in every mission, minus like 1 or 2. And like the worst mission in the game is one of the ones that don't have police in, where you have to go around in the camper van and put the CCTV blocky things everywhere. But there was no map or anything, so you sort of had to try and guess where the cameras were going to be. I don't think I ever figured out that the route you were supposed to take is like the getaway route, because this is obviously a mission before you do the actual getaway. So I mean, the getaway goes through all the sort of iconic locations from the actual getaway from the film. But since it's a game, and since you don't actually get an onboard of the entire getaway in the film, and especially because like the game is different, obviously, because they can only render so much. Like it was very much guesswork. So that mission was tough. Unlike this race, which is easy peasy, because like I said, this Mustang is the best Mustang. No other Mustang could have won this good. Not even the brand new Mustang, because it wasn't out then. In 2001. So that couldn't have won, because it didn't exist. A Fox body Mustang couldn't beat a Cobra Mustang, because it's based in the 80s, I think. And the old Mustangs would just handle bad, like that corner, and be slow, because they couldn't optimize power in the 60s. Which means that this Mustang is the best Mustang ever. You know, time doesn't come into this argument at any point. There we go, we're going to go ahead and win. Beat the Cobra, Viper, and the Camaros, the Corvette. The Corvette Grand Sport is a cool... I'm going to cough. Oof. Yeah, the Corvette Grand Sport is a cool car. It's got a stripe on it, and pop-up headlights. And if something has pop-up headlights, it has to be cool. Did you ever play that, wasn't really a Flash game, but it was like a... I think it was browser-based, and then they changed it to being... Oh, I'm gonna cough on something again. And then they changed it to being like a download thing. But Need for Madness and Need for Madness 2. Like, it had a disclaimer. Well, it wasn't really a disclaimer, it was sort of an intro message or whatever. But like, there was a sort of slogan sentence at the very bottom that was, if, remember, the handling isn't based in real life or anything. It's based on the philosophy that, if something looks cool and feels cool, then it's cool. Which I think is the best sentence ever in the world. Even better than women I eat raw like sushi from that one Rico Suave song, which is fantastic. And I'm glad Beavis and Butthead reacted to it in that one episode, because otherwise they never would have known about it. And if I'd have never known about Rico Suave, then that would have just been a real shame. You know? So 200 kilometers an hour is like 120 miles an hour, right? So is this the fastest car we've ever been, like that we've owned? Because I know we've been pretty fast in some of the license test cars. Tell you what, I'd better not talk about license tests, because I might start having flashbacks. So actually, they weren't so bad when I do them. I mean, they were bad, but they weren't so bad. They were bad, though. Especially the rally car one, that took me a ton of tries to do. That was pretty bad. I'm glad I wasn't going for anything higher than bronze. Because that would not have been worth it. By any stretch of the imagination.